So this is a new to me 1885 Winchester high wall, but it's a clone or a reproduction of that. And so this one was made by Miroku, built by Miroku in Japan. And it's still under the Winchester licensing, I get, because it's got Winchester brand all over it. But it is a Miroku, so it's got a little bit of a new style action, although externally it looks the same. I've got an MBA caliber is 3855, and it's the high grade model, so it's got extra fancy wood. It's got the case coloring to it. 28-inch barrel. I've got a Lyman front sight, and I've got a MVA tang sight on the rear, and really just getting it out for the first couple of times here and getting it dialed in at some distances other than 50 yards at the local shooting range. So now this is our setting right here, and this is the action. And one of the cool things about it is this one has an extractor and an ejector as well, and it will flip the empty rounds almost in a little half circle here, and they'll either hit your hand. They won't quite fall back in here, but they don't shoot out to the left or the right or back. They just kind of flip up, right? And if you're ejecting a loaded round, then it slides straight back and gets stopped right here. You can see there's a little stopper right there. So that's kind of nice, you know. But an empty doesn't have the weight, so the empty flips a little bit, right? And so the action is very smooth. The trigger came in at right around 3¼ pounds, maybe.
Nice.
Okay, so it's pretty nice. It's pretty smooth. So far, no issues. I'm really happy with the rifle.
Crescent.
You know, the crescent buttstock. Hence the pad. You know, I mean, I can at this load, I can shoot it for a while, but that, you know, because I'm not shooting it out here on the shoulder socket, putting it on my chest here. This will bruise me after a little while.
And you're shooting a 300 grain, over 300 grain load,
Shooting
right?
a 310 grain post-L type bullet. I don't have one handy here to show you. And Starline brass. And I'm shooting IMR 4198, mostly because that's what I've got quite a bit of. So that'll be for the foreseeable future. And so far it's shooting really good with that rounds.
Off to the left, just off the paper. Oh wait, no, never mind. You're on the paper. You're just to the right, maybe an inch, and right next to the first round target below the bullseye.
Okay, I almost think I can see it from here.
Yeah, it looks to be just below the green dot.
Okay, so I think that's. I
Do the
wasn't aiming
same
at
hole.
another-
Put it through the same hole.
Well, let me try raising it up to the actual green dot.
Okay.
Oh, this is a bad plan.
You're dead center.
Yeah, you shot the X out of the bullseye.
Okay, because I got a black post, and that whole target is black except for the green part, and I can barely see the. Okay.
You couldn't do any better than you did.
So I was trying to be center line. So do you think that's a good?
Well, he could have brought it. He could have brought it down about
a millimeter?
16th
Okay.
and over a 16th.
So I'm going to take that as a good setting. Maybe a couple more tries to make sure.
Yeah.
Verify.
Did
So,
you change anything?
My sight was loose, and so I went back and I cleaned up my camera right before this trip, so I'd have plenty of room. And so my camera had my last picture
Of your sight
of
setting.
my sight settings at 50 yards.
Do you want me to take a picture of it?
So I've got it now.
Okay.
I'm going to take a couple more shots to
Okay, let's see what happens.
make sure.
Might be good, might not be. Oh. Let my back settle in.
Yep. So right now I'm at 20
20 for a 50-yard zero.
for a 50-yard zero.
Good, sounds
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, I tried to get it down to as close as 0, but the new lineman sight I put on there is a little different to my post. Okay, you ready, John?
Yep.
It's just tough to make out.
Yeah.
Okay, you just below it and a little about an inch to the right.
Okay,
wind
so we got a good 50-yard setting,
Yeah.
so we shouldn't have to make
Least
hardly any
here's
adjustment for the 75 swinger there.
No.
Try
We just
this.
need the shooter to do better.
You going for the 75 now?
I think so.
You'll see it.
That one will make some noise. I think you'll make it dance.
For the bass.
Yeah, and then some.
I can't tell where that hit.
It landed a little bit way too
It hit,
Okay,
Yeah, it's probably
It
a
hit
little
just
much
off to
a little much at this close. So.
yeah. It hit just off to the right a little bit, and
I
about
got it.
inch and a half from the bottom of the inch and a
okay.
half from the bottom of
Beautifully.
the.
It's followed your advice there, Mo. That was in the top half of the target. Wind.
That longer, heavier barrel makes a big difference in the way it feels. Okay,
That might have been low.
Another hit.
Yo, you were slightly above center at 10 o'clock, but on the left edge of the plate, just a couple inches in.
Shoot several more. Let's see what kind of group you're shooting.
Okay. Based
It's
on
going to
my
be tough
abilities,
to
I'm not
keep
sure I'm
small
expecting-
groups with the wind changing up all the time like it is.
No, but I'd like to see what elevation it's holding.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, because that one is probably almost a foot higher than the one before. Oh, that one went over. You were still fine left to right, but it went over the top.
That wasn't if it was a square, it would have hit it. It was over the top. Or?
Yeah.
It would have hit the upper
I
right
think it would have
corner.
hit the square
Okay. Yeah.
It was right.
because it was
center
at
from
right
my
at about
viewpoint.
1 o'clock.
Yeah. I was
That's-
aiming
it's
lower
not
right.
dust, but whatever
Pardon
we're
me?
seeing
I was
up there
aiming
is-
like a little
is-
lower
I'm
right.
seeing it.
Yeah,
I
it's
drifted
highly
off center
visible.
when
Okay.
I
It's a
released
good
it.
time to be shooting.
Yeah.
So
Well, the
Yeah.
targets don't glow any brighter than they are in the morning.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that is just the best time of day here. With a bunch of hits, they look great. Same spot, only
A
slightly
little
lower
further right, A
elevation.
little lower. So yeah, the wind pushed us off, but elevation was okay.
Yep,
did it go left or right?
Right.
mark left.
That might go left.
I heard it, but I didn't see where it hit. Did you, Steve?
It's pretty near center actually. I thought it would be because the wind let off a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. It felt like I just
It,
drifted
it
off
didn't
the
swing
center
much,
line a little bit.
so it was a pretty good center hit.
Nice shot, Ron.
Elevation was okay though?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, elevation has been good for a long time. It's just was
Okay.
the windage before, but I think you're on it. As
Do you have
long as
that
the wind
elevation
doesn't
number
change.
written down?
I've got the, I don't have this one written down yet,
Bug or
but I
Yeah, it
got
was a
the
bug of some
400
sort.
written down.
Thought it'd be too cold for them.
Okay, this
Must have been
one's-
for a bug from out in the sun that came in.
So what do you think?
I think you'll be okay. Shoot it.
Of course, you know, it's all titanium, but I've got wires in there. And the
Oh, that's a good center hit.
Oh.
Nice.
That's just right off of Mo's dead center.
Nice
Yeah.
shooting, Ron.
Really close. That's about as perfect as you can get, Ron.
Yeah. Well, that story about the blind squirrel and an acorn applies there.
I don't think so.
Okay. So write that setting down for posterity.
Just shows you what everybody says, that you can't use a 38-55 at 1,000 yards. Isn't necessarily correct. Oh, still good left to right, but you were a good full dinger plus low.
Yep. Well, I will tell you, the guys at the club were worried that I'd be able to make 600 yards.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, of course. And honestly, I mean, there is some truth to that.
Yeah.
It's easier with a 45-70 or any big 45, but it doesn't mean you can't do it with a 38-55 with heavy bullets like you're using.
But you still wouldn't want to shoot at a deer with 600 yards.
No. Nope. I didn't see it.
It was a hit. I saw the plate move, but I didn't see a dot.
I just wanted to wait for the
I think it hit
sound.
right by the other one that hit just above center. It looks like there's two marks side by
I heard
side
it.
now.
Yeah, nice shot, Ron.
Nice shot.
That one released right where it was supposed to.
Yes, I saw the plate just move a little bit.
When I see the hit, I like to just wait for the sound and
Yeah.
let the shooter hear it.
I heard it, but I heard it, but I didn't see where it hit because I think it hit on top of another mark.
Yeah, there's, unless it's right at the edge.
That was quite low.
Yeah, well short.
That
Yeah,
was like 3 dingers low.
Wow.
and I didn't hear any ding, so it wasn't a ricochet.
Yeah, I normally can.
I saw it hit above also, but the first hit was low.
A little compensation can be a lot of minutes of angle. Oh! Well, that was right about 8 o'clock, but just another one of those, if it had been square, you'd hit.
Yeah,
Okay.
close.
Well,
You're doing great, Ron. I mean, it's even your misses are real close.
Well, most of them.
Well, that one.
We've had a really low one and a really high one, but
Yeah.
most of them are hanging in about a 4-minute elevation zone.
You kind of got to toss out those ones that are way off.
that might be high.
It
Yeah.
was.
Almost 2 dingers high.
Yep.